What's going on, insiders? It's Harrison here with the December Actionable Profile Update video. Last month, I promised big changes, and I am here to deliver. Let's jump right into it. Last month, or over the last 30 days, we have added 168 new actionable alerts to the Actionable Profile. These are the alerts that pop up in the XactXpert drawer on the right side to provide you with live estimating guidance in real time. 53 new alerts in the roofing category, 38 in plumbing, 38 in fencing, 21 in tile. So if you are estimating or invoicing for roofing, plumbing, fencing, tile, you will now start to see new alerts that have been added to the profile to make sure you are writing estimates, not making any estimating mistakes, and including all of the warranted line items. Now, on the right side here, we try to highlight high impact highlights. What are some of the bigger impactful changes when it comes to new content or refining our existing alerts in the actionable profile? Number one, the second biggest video, probably the most important video series we do besides this one, would be the price list update summary, where we talk about what new line items are added to the price list. A reminder that as new line items are added to the price list, we create new alerts inside of the actionable profile to remind you to use those new line items when it would be appropriate to do so. One of the biggest new line items in the latter half of 2023 is sticky mats. We have DMO SMAT, WTR SMAT, sticky mat line items. So now, if you are doing work where sticky mats might be warranted, you will start to see alerts inside of the actionable profile to remind you to include sticky mat line items. Additionally, we are starting to refine our existing alerts to provide even better guidance. You'll see some examples of that here. We've had rules that look for lighting activities, reminding you to include bulbs because bulbs are not included in light fixtures. But we are starting to refine those rules to better identify what type of room are you working in. For example, this alert here will show you, hey, you're doing lighting, but specifically you're doing lighting in a bathroom. And so if you are doing lighting in a bathroom, you might need a waterproof shower light fixture, not just a normal light fixture. So hopefully that gives you some ideas as to what kinds of new alerts will be popping up in the actionable profile this month and beyond. But this is only the first half of this video because the second half is the big important half. I'm going to jump over to Xactimate. On the right side here, you can see an estimate. It's already been written inside of the actionable profile. And last Friday, December 15th, you received an email from us here at Actionable Insights that said, update your Xactimate. Why? Well, for months, we have been working with Verisk, collaborating to help design a new drawer. This is the XactXpert drawer, but it's been updated. And so you might remember some of the old design, things like how many alerts, how many you've bypassed. There was a section called message summary. All of that is gone, has gone away with this update. Rules and alerts have always been designed to have three different types of alerts. One of the things I want to point out here is this legend or key up here in the top right, which you can now click on and get a better idea of the different types of alerts and how to interact with them. If you've been using the actionable profile for a while, you've seen that all of our alerts, all of them, have been warning types of alerts. These are the orange alerts. Let me jump over here and show you that for a warning alert, you either have to do what it asks you to do or bypass it and provide us with a bypass reason note as to why you will not be doing that. So all of our alerts have been warnings up till now, but there are two other types of alerts. You'll see violations. Violations, you cannot do what you're doing. You must fix it. You cannot bypass the violation. Please note the actionable profile has and will continue to not have any violations. There are nothings you can't do. Gosh, that was the worst way to say that. The idea of the actionable profile is for it to be an estimating sandbox. We just want our guidance to provide you with the reality of building methodology. How are these things done in the field? And how are these line items supposed to work? Based on how it's done and how the line items are supposed to work, here's the best possible guidance we can give you based on your scope. And so we don't have any violations that say, hey, you can't do that. We just would have warnings to help remind you that you're making a mistake. However, the biggest change coming this month that you will start to see when this video is published, but we will be continuing to work on this, are cautions. Cautions are a type of an alert. Cautions do not need to be bypassed. They do not need to be interacted with. They are simply suggestion type alerts that tell you, hey, you might want to do this. Well, here's what we're doing. We're going to take all of our omission rules that look for, hey, you might want to add a line item to your scope. All of our omission rules are going to become caution rules. As you can see here, this is beta. I work in Xactnovate beta, constantly testing out things before we send it to prod. And over the last month, we've changed over 1,600 alerts from the warning type, where you'd have to interact with it, bypass it, do it, etc., to cautions. So moving forward in the actionable profile, here's what you will see: an updated design, an updated drawer here. All of our overage alerts, trying to catch mistakes that you might be making, catching line items that aren't supposed to be used together, those alerts will continue to be warnings, meaning you either have to read the warning and do what it asks you to do, or bypass and explain why you won't. But all of our omission rules, suggesting that you add a line item, will be moving to cautions. This was always the goal, to provide you with the best possible guidance in real time, but reduce the amount of clicks and bypass reasons you have to provide to be able to complete a scope. We want to make sure you don't make any mistakes, no warnings. We want to make sure you include all the warranted line items. There will be a bunch of cautions to remind you, hey, don't forget to include these line items if they are warranted to include. So that's it. That's the big December profile update that we've been waiting for. 168 new alerts, a brand new design to the drawer. We are going to change how our guidance functions inside of the actionable profile, so you can still get all that guidance, but have less clicks and less buttons to interact with, and just give you the runway to do what you need to do and write the best estimate possible the first time you write it inside of the actionable profile. All right. This is also a good time to remind you, feedback. It's feedback time. With big changes, we are constantly looking for what you like, what you don't like, what you hate, what you don't hate. I will take any and all feedback on the updated design, how it's like to interact with our rules as they move to cautions. You will start to see these changes as we enter January 2024. Inside of the actionable profile, where we are changing our rules from warnings to cautions. So as you see those pop up, feel free to reach out to us, support@getinsights.org. Ask any clarifying questions. Cole, Stone, and I are ready for you guys to see as these changes are brought to production. But yeah, I'm excited. So let us know what you think, and stay tuned, because we've got some big things coming in 2024 as well. Thank you.